Well, unfortunately, the weather hasn't changed much. It's still bone cold out here, and it's a good day to be inside, that's for sure. To work on something. Alright, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be putting a new distributor cap and rotor button on this 4.3. It has been acting up, and we had a problem with the old one completely shorting out. And if you watch one of the other videos, you know what that sounds like, so there's no guessing game there going on. So we'll have to have a brand new cap. We'll have a brand new rotor button here that comes with the bolts, which is great. And you will have to have a T15 and a T20 star bit and a little tiny socket. And we can begin this operation, so let's get to it. What you gotta do is lean over. We gotta start unhooking some plug wires. We got 3 on that side. We'll push off the side. Mine's in a wiring harness, so I will know how to put them back together. And let's see, we'll go ahead and hook the coil wire, which is back over here sitting. There it is. Pull it out of there. And now we gotta take out a couple of screws, which is one on the front side of the cap here and one on the back. And we'll first need a T20. Go ahead and loosen these up here. You got to be very careful because sometimes I like to fall out of the distributor. And there's one in the far back. I'll have to put the camera down. We'll go ahead and take it out real quick. Alright, now I got the little bolts out, and out comes our cap. And you can see it's not in the world's best shape. A lot of corrosion. And for now, we're going to leave the other 3 plug wires on there because sometimes it's easy to forget which one goes where. This will make our life a little easier when we install and put the new cap back on. So we'll go ahead and put that off to the side. Next thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and pop off our little cute rotor button there. And these guys here are T15. So let's take those off. Okay, now we've got our bolts loose. I'm going to kind of set that off to the side, and I'll kind of put my hand in here. We'll pull up on it. And just before you pull it out, verify that that number 6 that you see there on the side of that cap, right about there where my thumb is pointing, I think you can see that. I zoom in a little bit there. Make sure that your rotor button is pointing at number 6, and make sure that your cylinder over here on the number 1, if you haven't already checked it, make sure it's up. But if your car's running fine, you haven't any problems with it, then you're okay. Just pull the cap off like this and put it off to the side, and we'll grab our new one. I did notice my old cap buttons, they were little stars there, but since I'm a, I don't know, stickler for keeping things the same, my new cap came with just regular Phillips head. I'm not going to use these. I'm going to go ahead and use these guys for my new cap, just because I already have my star bit out. And I like these because you can tighten them down and you can't strip them. It's almost impossible to strip these kind of guys out. So we're going to go ahead and put this cap on with the old screws that I have. Now, if you want to put the screws on that came with the new guys here like this, the Phillip heads, hey, knock yourself out. But for me, I'm going to use original bolts. And there are the new screws, and you can't mess this up because on the back you got this long cut place there. If you can see that kind of sliced downward. You can't mess it up on the distributor. You just simply drop these bolts in like this, and it'll go right in like that. And now I grab my T15, and we go ahead and tighten this guy down, and we'll be closing up here soon. And finish tightening it down, but not too tight, just nice and snug. Well, that looks nice, don't it? We grab our new cap, and of course with the new cap it came with the same story. It came with these Phillips screws. I'm not going to use them. We're going to put them off to the side. Now I'm going to use my original screws that have the T20 little star bits, so we'll have a nice secure fit. So we'll go ahead and stick that on. And now when you stick this on, just simply slide this distributor over there, match it up with this, and hook all your wires up first. That way that side will be done and you will not cross any spark plug wires. Got my wires on that side hooked up. I got my 2 little screws down there on, and make sure you don't drop them. Just use both your hands to help guide them. And also there's a plug wire in the very far back on that distributor. Make sure you didn't knock it off, because sometimes you can, and I think you can kind of see it there with my fingers. Verify that it's on, and we'll go ahead and stick these 3 wires, plug wires on. And the nice thing is on this model, it's pretty easy to not mess the wires up on this side because it's in that harness there a particular way. And basically at this point, you have a brand new coil. Not coil, you have a brand new rotor cap, distributor cap, and a rotor button. And all we got to do now is put everything back together and start it up and verify that it runs. And we'll do that here in a second. And I almost forgot, don't forget the coil wire. We got to snake it around there and put that on there, because we don't have a coil wire, we don't have any spark, and we won't go nowhere. And now all we got to do is put our air cleaner back on it and start her up. And there we go, my friend, it's running, and it sounds amazing. No shaking, no nothing. So that was the whole goal that we wanted. All right, well there you go. Hopefully this will help you out, and with that new rotor cap and the distributor cap, it should make it run a lot better. Like I said, go back and watch my other video where I tried to start this one day and it would not start out of the blue. It sounded like it had jump time. Do the rotors, the rotor cap and your distributor cap, because more than likely that could be your issue. Because if you got spark and fire, then probably you have an electrical issue. So thanks for watching, everybody, and until the next video, later.